there we are. You can see that the fast Ethernet 01 state changed to up. The line protocol is up, and I do have reachability to that switch. Oh, I see what just happened here. This can become quite an annoyance. I was typing ping 192.168.1.253, that's switch B, and in the middle of doing that, a message from the console, configure from console, shows up here. Actually, it shows it was by VTY0, that's the port that I'm currently on, and it gives my IP address here. It pops up, but it splits what I was currently typing in half. Now, it doesn't affect the ability of the command to execute, but if you're typing in a long command and all of a sudden you get this message, that can be pretty annoying. So a way to prevent that from happening is going back into those Telnet lines, and we'll look for logging. I'm going to modify the message logging that comes out here. So I'm going to do logging synchronous. And what that's going to do is push my text that I'm typing to the next line. So I'll go ahead and hit exit here and start ping 192. You can see it stopped my text here and it brought the message down as it did before, but it kicked what I was typing into a new line, so it's not split in half and it doesn't look all jacked up. So it looks good, and it's very simple to set up. It's just that one line. Okay, so we've covered logging, we've covered message of the day banners, and we've covered the enable secret and password. Now talk a little bit about the exec timeout. Down at the bottom here, you can see I've set the exec timeouts on these for never, and that's because I'm in a lab environment. If this were the real world and I were working for a larger corporation, this is less than ideal. You never want to have a line set up to never timeout, because say you get up for 5 minutes to go talk to Billy Ray across the aisle at a cubicle and somebody calls you away, that's leaving you open and leaving your computer open. It becomes very vulnerable, and if it never times out, well, you could be away for an hour, and by the time you come back, there's a lot that can happen within that time period. So you're going to want to set this default to probably about 20 minutes. You need to use your own discretion and consider the environment where you're working. If it's a top secret environment, and if you're up for 5 minutes and you want this logged out, then set it for 5 minutes. If you're in a small home office environment where there's really no risks, do whatever you feel is best. It's completely up to you, but just keep in mind that attacks and threats are real, and it's definitely something to consider.